Howdy. So earlier I went live and I discussed or I asked about dating apps. And my previous live, I had some people tell me a couple of the dating apps, and I said I would go research them, look them up, and come back and see and let you guys know that I actually did do it. And there are a handful. So I literally did a Google search because I have been thinking about not I'm not sold on it, y'all. I'm not. But I've been thinking about online dating, and I am unfamiliar with the dating apps. So when I looked up the dating apps, these were the first 10 that came up. It said a list of, I think there were top 20 dating apps. So these were the first 10 that came up: Bumble, OK Cupid, Hinge, Coffee Meets Bagel, eHarmony, Match, Zook, Badu, Tinder, and Plenty of Fish. I have only ever heard of Match and eHarmony, of course, because they come and do commercials on television or on when you're on social media or whatever, you can see the commercials and the ads that they run. Oh, I am familiar with Bumble as well. I have never been on these apps. Coffee Meets Bagel, you would never even convince me that that was an app for online dating. So I am unfamiliar with that. With Zook, I have never heard of that. So if any of you have heard of any of these, please let me know in the comments. Or Badu, or maybe I'm saying that wrong. Badu, Badoo. That's interesting as well. But this whole life that we live now, everything is digital, everything is social media, dating apps, meeting people, you're online. Yeah, engagement, like social media engagement is fine for me. I think that that is a wonderful thing. But online dating, y'all, I don't know. I honestly don't know how. That's like going through a buffet of men. Like you're just going through a catalog, picking out and, seeing what fits, I guess. I don't know. But online dating can be a bit daunting. It can be high live. It can be I don't know. I don't know what my experience will be. I am not sold. I don't know if I'm going to try it or not, but I am reticent of trying it because they're all strangers. Like, listen, I was brought up in that era of stranger danger. So all these people, you have no idea where they are, who they are, and then, you're supposed to get to know a stranger. That's a little scary based on meeting someone out somewhere. When you're out and physically in person and you meet someone, I feel like that's okay because at least you get a sense of who they are. You get a sense of if their breath stank. Like, because if somebody is blowing hot, funky breath in your face, you are not going to be attracted to that person. But you don't know if their breath stank if you just looking at a picture online, right? You don't know. So that is what has me a little ambivalent to online date. So, I've had friends that knew a guy and said, hey, I'll fix you up. And, and then there's like a connection because you actually have somebody that that knows that person. So then it's not so much as a huge stranger danger, but it's definitely a little interesting. And Bumble, now here's the funny part. I do have experience on Bumble in that I told a friend of mine to get on Bumble. And True story. I was praying and I was praying for her. And I said, her name is Courtney. And I was like, God, I really want Courtney to find someone special. And I just felt in my spirit that she should get on Bumble. I have never been on Bumble, but I called her and I said, girl, I was just praying for you. You need to get on Bumble. And she did. True story. The first man that she found, she sent him a message, and all that to say, long story short, they are married to this day. They got married. So I have had actually a couple matchmaker little instances like that, similar to that, happen to where I have put two people together and they have stayed together and they are married to this day, which is really, really strange, right? Because I am now in this situation where I am telling the universe that I am okay to meet my future husband. Like, okay, God, now I feel like now it's the time. I am open. I am willing to receive that. So I don't necessarily think that I was willing to be open enough like that before, and I am now. Hi, Gerald. Oh, hey, Deanna, she's here. Yes, I am live again. So on my live earlier, y'all, I said I was going to go and research and find out some of these dating apps because I've not been on. And so I looked up. So this is what I found when I put in top dating apps, and it came up: Bumble, OkCupid, Hinge, Coffee Meets Bagel, eHarmony, Match, Zook, Badu, Tinder, and Plenty of Fish. So I am only familiar with eHarmony, Match, because I see the commercials and ads on social media if you're on, and Bumble. I'm familiar with that. But like Coffee Meets Bagel, like that doesn't even, I don't know why, I don't even know what that is. It doesn't, I don't know. I don't know. So yeah, so they're definitely interesting. And there is a huge, for me, there's trepidation with online dating, but people do it. I know people that have met online and have, gotten married from meeting online. So I know it is possible, but it is just so strange to me. I don't know if I could let my guard down enough because, like I said, it's stranger danger. So I don't know how that would be, but I want to do some more research and ask more questions of people who have been on these apps because I don't want to go in blind and just, you know, like, oh, here I am. I feel like I would be, that's like Red Riding Hood going and the big bad wolf is right there, right? So I definitely want to look up some more and find out more about the dating apps and see if any of them speak to me, if any of them would be comfortable enough um to join. I don't know, because people are crazy, y'all. I work in crime reality television. I work on crime reality docuseries. So all those shows like Fatal Attraction and Snapped and um, Payback, For My Man, shows like that I have produced, I've written for them, I appear on them a couple times a month. So those are real stories with real people and real cases. So for me, I am always, I'm not a negative Nancy by no means, but I definitely am like, I am wary of strangers in that capacity. Yeah, because there are predators out there and you have to be careful. That's with any social media platform, you guys. When you're on social media, definitely please be careful and please, watch what you're doing. But 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 it's so prevalent, and it's, people do, they online date all the time. So I know there are good experiences. I know there are people and bad apples in everything that you do, but definitely, I am willing to check it out, at least research and dive a little bit deeper into it to see if there is one that speaks to me that I may be able to say, okay, I'll do that. But I'm also thinking because, you know, well, there's a snowstorm here today. I live on the East Coast, so the weather's bad today. But after a long week and you're working, a lot of people are home. They're tired. They're like, I'm going to stay home tonight. So if people are doing the same thing that I'm doing, not necessarily that you don't want to hang out with somebody, but the effort to go out and actually attempt to meet somebody, that seems, sometimes when you're tired, it seems like a lot. So I have to put myself in more of a mindset of, you know, not being tired and going ahead and going out and being open and available to meet new people. So that's been on my list. So I'm going to start making a list of places. So I was invited out to one place. We just have to plan the date. The weather's been so crazy here on the East Coast. So one of my friends invited me to their cigar lounge. So when I go, I am going to do some footage in there because I am that one that will be going around to men questioning and asking them things about marriage. One, I am a writer. Two, I am naturally inquisitive. And three, I'm trying to get the goods to help, my other people on YouTube. Like the YouTube community wants to know. So I'm always curious as to wonder what people are thinking, especially what they're thinking about love, because love seems so simple. Everybody says, oh, I want to love and be loved. Yet it's one of the hardest things to obtain. So I am always fascinated. You say, Deanna, say I'm here for the journey. I know you are. Listen, I'm here for the journey too. I don't even know what possessed me. And in fact, I think it was you. Was it you, Deanna, or in Cafe Cito that were egging me on in that very first video when I was out shoveling? And I said, I didn't ingest. I was like, oh, what? I said, dear future husband, I'm going to, write a letter or whatever. And one of you guys commented and said, you got to make that a series. He said, did you see what Charles said? No, what did Charles say? It was probably both of us. So y'all both, Charles getting in on it too. Hey, husband. How you doing, Deanna's husband? But yeah, I am. Oh, hey, Miss. Oh, hi. You be okay. Just make sure you're in a place where other people are. I know. Vanna, listen. Y'all, Simply Vanna, Deanna, in fact, go over when you get a chance and follow Simply Vanna, because this is our medical professional in the community. All right. She is a nurse practitioner. And I love my nurse practitioners. He suggested Christian Mingle. I didn't see that one. See, I gotta write it down. Christian Mingle, are they really Christian? Or are they coming up? Christian Mingle. Okay. Thank you, Charles. Now I gotta research that one and read about it. I'm a stats girl. I'm gonna go and research and read and look up and see what's what on these apps. We don't know. I know. Look at you. I love the fact that Charles is invested. Listen. Tell Charles to just write down the names of his coworkers. Listen, I will fly out. Okay, I will fly out there to West Coast and be there. Um, Yes. Oh, you welcome, Vanna. Yes. So yes. So Deanna. So yes, Deanna is my YouTube bestie. And girl, we be going on. So we started YouTube probably the same time in October. And then we have been, hi doggy. We have been yeah, we went offline, girl, because yeah, we started talking. We're pretty much the same person. So we started talking offline. Charles is chuckling right now. Listen, brother Charles. Um, you know the requirement. Just ask your wife my requirements because she will know, and we're gonna go from there. But I will definitely. I've not none of these like Zook as a dating app. I don't even know what that is, or Badu, that Badu. See, I'm thinking like it ain't. Is it Erica Badu? No, it's Badoo. Like, what is that? It's a dating app. So these, I yeah did a quick Google search and those came up. But Christian Mingle, that's something I've not done that. I've seen those ads too online, but I've never been on that. Like I've never seen a Zook. Like you see Match, you see eHarmony. Um, Everybody knows Tinder. I know Tinder from talking to one of my producers worked on that show, Tinder. I think it was called Tinder Swindler or something like that. Girl, yes, fan of these names. The names are crazy, right? So yeah, Tinder I associate with not, good things coming out of it. But then there's one that coffee meets bagel. I wouldn't even think of anything synonymous with dating with that one. Like maybe it's who's the coffee and who's the bagel. Maybe I'm about to be ignorant. Maybe the bagel are the girls because they got the hole in the middle. I don't know. But yeah, coffee meets bagel. So I need to read and do some stats and come back with some things and see what these are all about. Because you ain't gonna have me walking in to no trap, no setup. Not at all. But yeah, and then Lake even commented earlier on my live earlier and said a blind date. That you would have to trust the person that is setting up the date. Um, I am not opposed to a blind date. I am actually, so because y'all know, because I am a writer and a producer, things like that, the more obscure and different, fascinate me because I'm automatically thinking, oh, content or a story like, oh, this is a good story. I can write a script from this. Says now I feel like you should read Curvy Girl Summer. I'm gonna read that because I've seen so many reviews on it. I'm gonna put it on my I'll put it on my list. I'll grab it on my Kindle and put it on there and read it. I'm reading I finished Rhythms Blues by Kimberly Brown, and now I went to her other book, Deuce the Dillinger Chronicles. So, it's Vanna, I don't know, Curvy Girl Summer. Deanna has been reading Curvy Girl Summer, so she has been loving that book. I have not read it. I've seen reviews on Book Talk though. So Vanna, I read everything. I read a lot, girl. Um, but yeah, Rhythms Blues. I read. Yeah, I literally finished that yesterday morning. And then I went right to Kimberly Brown's other book. Rhythms Blues is juicy. It's a juicy, if you're looking for like entertaining love story that's messy, juicy, but will suck you in, Rhythms Blues is one. It's like, um, that one's about some artist. It's the theme of dating app and meets dates at the bar. Oh, okay. Okay, Curvy Girl Summer. I'm gonna grab it. I'm gonna put it on my Kindle tonight. You know how I read, so I'll get to it in a couple days. Because reading is the only thing, y'all, that keeps me sane when I'm writing, especially doing all this editing right now for Torment. I finished editing my first project. We're just waiting for the studios to come back. You'll finish before me. Girl, you probably right. Because you know how I read. So usually I read in between, like when I take a break from editing, I need something to take me out of the land I created. And I go read something. And right now I'm working on the thriller. So the thriller, it is wild. And it is crazy. So I have to, it is very sinister, very, yeah. You read about 10 to 12 pages before bed. Yeah. Girl, 10, 12 pages. That's what I do in between writing a paragraph. Like I reward myself. Like I edit 10 pages, then read 10 pages of a book. Um, it's been good though. I'm telling you, it's the only thing that keeps me sane is reading. But yeah, I'll have to look that up, especially if it's about the dating apps and stuff, because that would be really, really fun. Um, Especially while researching and doing this, because now I'm thinking like, yeah, I might have to write, my own story based on my own experiences, but add some fictionalized happenings. Um, but yeah, it should be funny. But yes, tell Charles Christian Mingle I will read. Yeah, I'll put that on the list to look up. And this should be interesting. I'm here for it. I'm here for it. One is fun. If I can, the producer in me is like, girl, this is a gold mine. Like go out there and film your interactions. I won't film like his face or whatever, but I'll definitely give y'all a behind the scenes footage and what's going on. But otherwise, I'm here for it. I'm glad y'all are here for it too. You see a rom-com? have I written have I written a rom-com? I have to think about it. Girl, I don't think that I have written a rom-com yet. This may be it. You're gonna make me go through the catalog. I do a lot of drama. I do a lot of I do some comedy, thriller. I don't think Deanna, I don't think I've written a actual full rom-com, because even my romance is full of drama. Like Last Chance is high drama. It's high drama, it's fast paced, it's deeply emotional romance. But yeah, there are some comedic moments, but nowhere near like a rom-com. So um yes, Vanna, the psychological thriller. So that's what I'm working on now. I wrote a thriller. It's called Torment. And that one is, yes, it is a mind. It will screw your mind. And it puts me in a whole different frame of mind because when I'm working on it, because the chick in that one is so my my British producer, we were going over doing line edits, and we got to a scene and he said, he was like, that was one of the most disturbing scenes I've ever read. And he was like, and I bloody well loved it. So it's a scene that's just so foul that when I edit, I can't, I have to, it makes me almost physically ill when I read it to edit. And just when people read it, they can't really stomach it. And but it's one of those bad train wrecks, you see the train wreck and you're watching and you just can't look away. So I'm working on that one. It is giving me the blues right now, just trying to get it prepared and get it right, and get these scenes right and well paced properly. So when that one is ready to come out, I cannot wait for you guys to see all my work. So then finally I'm like just sitting there talking about it. Yeah. I know all the movies, right, Deanna? So my first movie, yeah, Last Chance, were delayed with the fires in Los Angeles, the studio. So we were supposed to come back after holiday. and pick up and get started. And then the fires happened and the studio closed for a while. So, and rightfully so, because there were so many people we knew that were displaced in the fires. So no one, Hollywood shut down. So that kind of put us back. So now we're just now getting back in touch and getting everything going. So I don't know if we will make spring, if we have to delay to fall. I have no clue right now. I'm speaking to some people on Monday just to see if we can stay on track, see where the studio stands. Yeah, all of that. My permits in Morocco that I have to get because I need 12 weeks for my permits. So just trying to pull those, but pull them in enough time to where things get going, because with expiration dates, y'all, it's a whole thing. It's a whole thing, but that's all right. We're gonna work it out. But yeah, so all of that to say, yeah, this would be a great rom-com. Because and it would be so simple to write, so simple to write, because I am living it. Vanna, well, so much goes into it. Yes. So to produce a movie, to actually go from from script to screen, yes, it is a lot. And my first movie, Last Chance, actually takes place in Morocco. So I have a team in Morocco that's kind of on standby. That's another thing. My team is on standby in Morocco, and I had them for spring. But if we delay too much longer, they're going to have to go take other jobs. And yeah, and I need a full English speaking team. So and I have to film before July because it's too hot in Morocco to take the crew standing out there in the desert. Not happening in July. No. Yeah, so we would have to wait till fall to where the weather is enough. Even our equipment would get too hot. The cameras just to shoot a movie and you're in the desert, that ain't working either. So we would have to do overnights and shoot closer to sundown just for it to be, you know, workable and the heat to be tolerable. So yeah, girl, it's a lot that goes into it. Your girl be over here putting in time and talking to so many people, just trying to coordinate and get everything going. And then the financing of it all is humongous. So getting all the moving pieces and put it together, yeah, it's not that easy. But it's worth it in the end. It's rewarding once everything does come into place and you get everything together, then it's just beautiful. It's what I love, love, love to do, and what I love most in this world. It is truly my purpose and my passion. I guess that's why I can't give it up, because it's one of those things that I know why God put me on this earth, and it's to do that. So yeah, there's that. But all right, y'all hear my voice. I'm just coming over from getting sick last week. So I am so happy my voice actually it's been doing good, because for a while I get so raspy like now. But that's okay. Especially when you talk for a living. Like, I haven't done anything. Goodness, I didn't get any calls for any shows. So I didn't have to film. I didn't have to go, sit and do any cases. No crime reality this week. Because I would not have had the voice to do it, because those shows take me, I do a full, you guys see an hour of a show of a Snapped or a Fatal Attraction, but it takes a lot more than an hour to do it. So, especially if I'm running the show from the top to the bottom and I have to talk about the whole thing. But however, I have my homework on my paper here. I am going to research. I'm going to ask questions. I'm going to ask some friends who has been on what app and get their suggestions, their recommendations, and come back to y'all and let y'all know what is what and which one do I think I will tackle first. So that should be Interesting. So yeah, I have my homework this weekend, but I so appreciate y'all for joining me for a little while on the Saturday night while I sit here in a storm we're having. Oh, thank you, Vanna. I'm excited for you too. And we know if we need any remedies, any medical, anything, Deanna and I will be tapping on your YouTube channel. Like, hey girl, sis, this was happening. I'm about to go because yeah, you told me I got my lemon, my ginger, my honey. In fact, my cup of tea, I keep one overnight just because when I would wake up coughing. This is great. Charles and I are cooking Hello Fresh. Y'all need to get stock in Hello Fresh. Deanna, y'all need, girl, I'm gonna have to send you some recipes because we ain't gotta keep doing Hello Fresh every day. Y'all do Hello Fresh Friday, Saturday, Sunday. I'm about to I'm about to send you some recipes with ingredients because we can't be doing Hello Fresh 3 days. No, sis. I got you, boo. I got you. But yeah, t- we have stock with all the cards. I know. Vanna, they be doing Hello Fresh. They be wearing them out. Let me tell you. Y'all listen, Hello Fresh needs to be a sponsor. That's what we need to do is get you to sponsor. Write them, email them, and tell them that you go live. Yeah, I know you can cook because you made that chili and you put the pumpkin in your chili. I'll be paying attention. But for real, email HelloFresh and tell them that you go live when you are cooking their stuff. Cause you be on there, you put up the cards. Yes, get them to sponsor us. I will write, girl. You already know I will write you an email. I will write something. That's nothing but a blink. That ain't you. You already know. I'm at the computer all day, every day anyway. So yes, we're gonna look up their headquarters and find out and who their R&D person is, who their marketing department is run by, and we gonna send some emails over there. That ain't nothing but a yep, ain't nothing but a word. So I would sit there, yeah, at night while I'm looking up Christian Mingle and all these Zook. I will look up HelloFresh and let's see who they are. And yeah, I'll put it like under the guise. I'll call from my company and put it under the guise of using them in a movie or something, seeing what sponsorship packets, and then say, oh yes, and by the way, we'll do it like that. That way I'll, send it from the company email. They're more prone to open it. See, I got my ways. So yeah, but all right, y'all. I'm about to go. Me and Lake are about to go finish watching some shows on Netflix, and yeah, we about to put on our pajamas and sack out on the couch. So I hope y'all have a great Saturday night. Love y'all, and yeah, keep cooking. Let me know how it turns out, Deanna. And Van, I'm gonna go make my tea now, so don't even worry. All right, see y'all later. Thank you everybody for joining in. I appreciate you. Bye.